Hey, Gabriel Evans here. So today I want to take you through my process for drawing a balloon house. Now over the last few months I've been drawing different types of balloon houses in my sketchbook, and they seem to just be getting more and more elaborate to the point where I've got these like massive mansions hanging beneath a tiny little balloon. However, I want to pull it back a little bit and show you how to draw a nice little simple cottage underneath a balloon, a little bit similar to this one. So start off with a pen or a pencil and a piece of paper. Now I'm going to make a little circular motion up here just to get a feel of how the balloon will look before I drop my pen down. Then I'll draw the little tube for where the air is coming through. And these three little points I'm drawing here will be the top of the house. So from these points I'm going to draw a curved triangle. Then on the top of the triangle I'm just going to join them up to the middle point. I'll draw the eaves of the house in, and then draw the walls. Now it's important for the inner walls to go just after the roof of the house, just so it looks like the roof is going beyond the walls and there's going to be some shadow. I'll join the bottoms of the walls up, and on either side of these two wall faces I'm going to draw big windows, because if you're living in a house that is floating up above the clouds, really you want good sized windows to be looking at the amazing view. So I'll just draw these little lines down here. And then draw some lines across to the panes of glass. I'll then draw these little circles in here, similar to the old-fashioned windows. And beneath the windows I'm going to draw odd little round shapes of stones, because I have the idea that if we're doing a fantasy house floating beneath a little balloon, we might as well go the full way and add some masonry in there, some really weighty masonry. I'll add in a little door, and then the rest of the house will be made of wood. Again, the thinking here is whoever built the house just built it from whatever materials were floating around the place. So the idea is we're making quite a rustic looking timber/stone house. And in a couple of little windows, and then just draw some of the beams holding the roof on. And finish off with drawing some tiles. And for the tiles in the house, I'm not going to draw every single tile. I'll just add some random little patterns like this to represent the tiles. Once I've done that, I'll make a little circular line across the balloon just below the middle. And this will be the rope around the balloon attaching it to the house. Now I should point out I'm not sure if this is how balloons normally attach to baskets or houses, but to be honest, if we're making things up, we might as well go the whole way and invent some sort of attachment system. I'll draw a little chimney on the side, and this chimney is kind of working a little bit like a steam engine and moving the house along. So I'll draw some smoke puffing out like a little train. Okay, I'll draw some stripes on the balloon. I'm now ready to bring in a pencil for some shading. So I'm using a Faber-Castell Polychromos pencil, however any pencil 2B and above should be fine. So I'll just shade beneath the balloon, then shade alternate areas of the balloon. Then I'd like to think the sun is kind of shining in from the right hand side, so we're just going to shade all the left hand side of the house. And I lightly shade the windows, however that is entirely up to you. You can leave them white, as if the occupants inside have got the lights on. And there we go. So I'll add a little bit of cloud behind the building, just to give it a little bit of perspective of where it's at. And I'll draw some ropes and pulleys underneath the house, as if these are used to tie the house down. And I partly do this also just to give it a little bit more of an organic feel. Like there's some just wispy, crazy lines moving around it. And then I'll finish off by drawing some little birds flying in the sky. And there we go. A cottage balloon house. Give it a go and let me know how you go. Thanks for watching.